The world is full of amazing places. Let's explore them together. Hi, I'm Zoe, your travel guide, and welcome to South Korea. If your Seoul adventure is about to begin, it actually starts right here at Incheon International Airport. And don't worry, getting from the airport to Seoul is super easy. Honestly, it's easier than deciding what to eat on your first night in Korea. Which, by the way, is not easy at all. From Incheon Airport, you have two simple options to get into Seoul: the AirX Airport Railroad or the Airport Limousine Bus. If you want the fastest route, take the AirX train. It gets you to Seoul Station in about 45 minutes, and it's clean, simple, and easy to use. If you prefer a more relaxed ride, the Airport Limousine Bus is also a great choice. It goes directly to many areas across Seoul, so it can be very convenient depending on where you're staying. Before you leave the airport, make sure to get a transportation card like T-Money. You can use it on trains, buses, and even at some convenience stores. So yes, this tiny card might just become your new best friend in Korea. And trust me, this city knows how to surprise you. Seoul is a place where 600-year-old palaces stand beside glowing skyscrapers. And somehow, it all feels completely natural. One moment, you're walking through quiet Hanok streets, and the next, you're surrounded by music, lights, and the energy of a busy shopping district. That's what makes Seoul so special. One day here can feel like 3 different trips in one. Mountains in the morning, cafes and neighborhoods in the afternoon, and street food at night that smells so good, it feels almost dangerous. And if this is your first time in Korea, don't worry, I've got you. Think of me as your local friend, and I'll show you how to enjoy 4 amazing days in Seoul without feeling overwhelmed. For day 1, let's start with one of Seoul's most iconic landmarks, Gyeongbokgung Palace. This was the main royal palace of the Joseon dynasty, so it's the perfect place to begin your trip with a taste of Korean history. What makes this place so special is the contrast. You've got beautiful traditional architecture, wide palace courtyards, and mountain views in the background, with modern Seoul just beyond the walls. It's one of those places that makes you stop and think, wow, I'm really in Korea. And here's a quick tip from Zoe. If you rent a hanbok, you get free entry. So yes, you can save a little money, enjoy the full royal vibe, and take photos that look like you just stepped into a Korean historical drama. Honestly, this is your official "I've arrived in Seoul" moment. Next, take a short walk to Bukchon Hanok village. This area is filled with beautiful traditional Hanok homes. And what makes it even more special is that many of them are still lived in today. So while you're exploring, please keep your voice down and be respectful. It's quiet, charming, and full of character. Walking through these small alleys honestly feels like stepping into a historical movie set, just with better cafes nearby. If you have extra time today, you could also visit Gyeongbokgung Palace, Insadong for souvenirs, or Jogyesa Temple for a quiet cultural break. Welcome to Myeongdong, where your diet officially takes a vacation. This is one of Seoul's most famous spots for street food, shopping, and non-stop energy. Try tteokbokki, hotteok, and Korean fried chicken. And honestly, it's very hard to stop at just one thing. But hey, calories don't count when you're traveling. That's just basic science. If you want something more local, head over to Gwangjang Market. Try 빈대떡 and mayak kimbap. And yes, mayak literally means addictive. So consider this your very official and very delicious warning. This is Hongdae, one of the most creative, energetic, and fun neighborhoods in Seoul. It's known for its youthful vibe, with street performers, indie music, quirky shops, and cafes around almost every corner. There's always something happening here, so even just walking around feels entertaining. If Seoul had a fun personality, this would definitely be it. It's colorful, a little chaotic, and full of charm in the best way possible. So if you want to experience the city's younger, trendier side, Hongdae is the place to be. Want a few more options for today? I've got you. Head to Gangnam if you want sleek, modern city vibes and that polished Seoul look. Choose Itaewon for a more international atmosphere with global food and a mix of cultures. Or if your dream travel activity is shopping until your feet file a complaint, COEX Mall is the place to be. For your final day in Seoul, let's slow things down a little and head up to N Seoul Tower. This is one of the best places to take in the city from above, especially if you want that classic Seoul skyline view. If you can, try to come around sunset. Watching the sky change colors while the city slowly lights up below is one of those moments that feels a little unreal, in the best way. It's calm, beautiful, and a perfect way to reflect on your trip before heading home. And yes, it's definitely romantic, but honestly, even if you're traveling solo, it still feels special. Sometimes the best date is just you, the view, and maybe a dramatic sunset moment. After that, do one of the most simple and most local things you can do in Seoul. Head to the Han River with instant ramen. Seriously, this is a real Seoul experience. Stop by a convenience store, grab a cup of ramen, maybe a drink or a few snacks, and find a spot by the river. A lot of convenience stores near the Han River even have machines that cook the ramen for you, which honestly makes the whole experience even more fun. This is something locals do all the time, especially in the evening, when the air feels cooler and the city starts to slow down just a little. You'll see friends hanging out, couples on little dates, people riding bikes, and everyone just enjoying the view in their own way. It's simple, relaxed, and very Seoul. No fancy ticket, no strict schedule, no big plan. Just you, the river, a warm cup of ramen, and one of those quiet travel moments that somehow ends up becoming your favorite memory. Seoul is safe, efficient, and surprisingly easy to explore. Grab a T-Money card to make getting around simple. If you can, visit in spring for cherry blossoms or autumn for colorful leaves. And remember, the best part of Seoul isn't just the places you see, but the feeling you get while walking through them.